Good morning, currency kings and queens. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. And remember, if you are not subscribed to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn that notification bell on. Let's get into some charts today. So, what I really wanted to do, y'all, let me fix my camera just a little. The angle's off. Okay, that's better. Okay, because it feels like I'm looking up at the sky, but I probably am because I'm short, but we're going to make it work. So, what I wanted to do was to go over just a few charts just because I love doing chart analysis and just kind of tell you how my week went with gold and NAS 100. As y'all know, I am with TopStep and I am trading futures now. I kind of merged over to that platform and I love it. I love the support that it gives. I love the people and the community that it has. I love that it's not just a fly by night prop firm that pays you and gets your money if you just are not successful. I like that they put into their traders and they create a community to where there's support there in order for you to succeed. So they want to see you have payouts. So I mean, it's been a pleasant experience for me transitioning over to TopStep. I currently have a 100K combine account, and it's been going pretty well. The platform is easy to navigate, and it is beginner friendly. Um, and if you follow your rules and do what you need to do as far as your trading is concerned on your end, you are guaranteed to be successful in this prop firm. So if you're looking for prop firms to trade, if you're looking for challenges to get into and you're new, you don't know where to go, you have no direction or no support system, if they have a Discord, um, they have on that Discord every evening, they have different coaches that are there to teach you and kind of coach you into success. Different coaches that have different levels of experience and they have different trading styles. So if you're a trader who trades price action, you don't have to just stick with someone that doesn't click for you. There's different options and coaches there to help guide you through the process. So make sure y'all check out TopStep. Also, one of the perks is that they've been around for 10 plus years. So they're not just some fly by night prop firm that you hop into and they're gone when you wake up the next morning, or they take your profits after you've had a live account, and you just don't hear from them or they're shutting down. So TopStep is one of the ones that kind of allows you to settle and know that you are getting with a solid prop firm company. For what's out there, it's an excellent company. So just take a look at TopStep. I'm not being paid. I have no um, reason to promote them. It's just based on pure experience and the knowledge that I have moving forward. I've been with them for about a month, and I am close to getting my first payout. So just be real mindful of that when you're trying to trade. Continue to follow your rules, and let's get into it. Okay, let's start off with gold. Gold is a special kind. This week it had some consolidation, but it is still on the uptrend for moves. So, looking for buys or catching retracements and doing a counter trend on sells, if that's your thing, is possible. So, we had some small ranging later in the week that I got caught up in. I think it was Thursday. We'll look at it here shortly. But on the daily time frame, we have an area of resistance that we are at on gold. So we need to pay close attention to that. We want closes above this range throughout the week to make sure that we're going to continue, or if it's respecting or showing that resistance and wicking out at those areas. So we have um, three different. I'm trying to find the right color so y'all can see the colors, because it does matter. Okay, so right here at this area, that's an area where it wicked. I mean, where we touched. So this is a triple top on the daily time frame. So when we have triple tops, we look at the possibility of reversals. It doesn't necessarily mean it's going to reverse. You have to wait and see what it's going to do with those levels. So don't just go jumping in trades and not knowing what price action is doing, and if that price action is not continuing up, you're going to get clapped if you take in buys. So just just to let you know. And when dropping down on the lower time frame, the 4 hour, we see that there was um, a retracement. There was a small retracement back down, but we still don't have any candles really after that area closing. So we need to be really patient and diligent in waiting. These are the higher time frames, so it's generally going to take a little bit of time to play out. But even if you use trend lines and things like that, you can see that this is an uptrend. We just need to wait for those critical areas to see exactly how this trend is going to react at our resistance level. Dropping down on the lower time frame for gold, we see that it was making higher highs, but it failed to make a higher high in this area, and there's a rejection wick, and we're looking at it's not making any higher highs. So make sure that shows that there is some type of reaction at that level that is not meeting the expectation of continuing. But just be aware and be really mindful dropping down to the 15-minute time frame. So just continue to wait on gold to see if it's going to respect this resistance area or if it's going to reject. So that's what I have on gold. Let's go to NAS. On the daily time frame for NAS, let me clear this because y'all, I was doing a bunch of nothing. This week I was done with trading because I had some other stuff going on that I had to do in real life, and I was exhausted, like mentally and physically exhausted, and I've been working a lot, so it's just this week wasn't one of my best weeks, but we are back and better, as we all like to say and as we all like to do. We're going to stick with the charts and be consistent, just like we're trying to be with our trading. So looking at the weekly time frame, we can do the exact same thing, which is drawing our resistance area on the weekly, dropping down to the daily, and seeing that those resistance areas, just like gold, has potential triple top. So just make sure on the daily time frame, remember, that we pay attention to these areas, because these are indications that, hey, don't just go blindly hopping into trades and thinking that it's going to respect or do what you want it to do, because the market has a mind of its own. So we're going to trade. Here in this area, it did not make a higher high, so it rejected off of the resistance. And there is a gap here that it filled, imbalance. So it filled the imbalance in this area right there. Let's change it to a different color so we can make out what it is. So right there was a imbalance as well as under here. So it filled that imbalance, and let's see what it's gonna do. Dropping down to the 4-hour time frame, we have this huge, I'm sure this wick here hasn't closed yet, but as you can see, it's rejecting. It still hasn't met a lower low. So right now we're still on NAS with a bias of buying, but we're not going to do anything specifically until it can break below these areas here. I'd say right here. If it breaks below there and retraces, I would wait for a retracement, especially since there's several levels that can be broken before it's considered a downtrend or a reversal. So NAS has potential, just like gold this week. I'm not aware of any news that we have coming out, but as you know, the tariffs, the war, President Trump and Elon, a lot of things in the news that have come and gone has added volume and pushed the market in whichever direction that it tends to go in. I had a pretty decent week this week, but drop a comment down below and let me know how your week was and what you were looking into getting into. One of the other things that kind of caught my eye, even though I'm on futures, I want to put some money into Bitcoin and Ethereum, some of those, just to invest mainly, not to day trade. So let me know what y'all are in for the long-term part of investing regarding trading. But that's pretty much all I have for y'all. I don't have a whole lot. I just wanted to come on and do analysis with the two main currencies that I trade and just see if I can help you with your analysis as well. I'm strictly price action. I do have I have a new indicator that I've been using. I want to show y'all real quick. Stand by. So, let me see if I can find it. It's called ATR Trailing Stop. I think. No, that's not the one. Hold on, y'all. It's by the same person, so I have that on my little radar. Okay, it's called ATR Trailing Stop Loss. And what happens is you put this, I use the lower time frame, usually the 15 to 30. And you can put this on your time frames that you trade. And while I'm still analyzing this actual indicator and finding out exactly how it moves, it's pretty accurate. So as you can see, and I think there's an indicator regarding the VWAP as well that's pretty similar, but this is a different type of indicator that you can change the settings on. So let me hang on one second. Need to close some of these windows. I don't know, I always work, or I'm able to work with okay, so the average true range, it's an technical analysis indicator. And let's see what exactly it talks about. So the average true range, it's a technical analysis indicator introduced by Wells Wilder. It's a true range indicator is taken as the greatest of the current high less the current low. The absolute value of the current high less the previous close. And the absolute value of the current low less the previous close. So the ATR is then a moving average. And you know I like moving averages. I usually do the SMA, the 50, and sometimes the 100. So I love moving averages because it kind of acts as a support and resistance for you. And this is the average true range, which is going to give you a 14-day simple moving average of a true range. So it was initially used to analyze the commodities markets, but it's been applied to all other types of markets as well. And it shows investors the average range price swings for an investment over a specific period of time. And this is 14 days, like I mentioned earlier. So what's done is the average true range, which is a number of periods, and then the true range. And it divides those numbers to give you the calculation, which gives you the support and resistance lines from it. So it's really kind of clever, I'll say. Let's see. So if we have a high and low, say we have a high of $21.95, and then we have a low of $20.22. That is a difference of $1.73. So that range is calculated over a 14-day period and placed on this indicator so that you can use it as support and resistance. Now, if the trend or whatever the price is ranging and it hasn't closed above or below this indicator, you do not take any trades. Only time you're going to take trades is if it closes below or above this indicator. So it's pretty much similar to the moving average, but it calculates on a slightly different range pattern. So that's just something that I wanted to bring to your attention. I've been kind of trialing it and testing it out for today. But if you have any time, play around with it. See how it works for you and what you trade, and let me know. Send me a message. Drop a comment down below. But I'm not going to hold you because I'll start rambling and finding all other kind of things to talk to y'all about. But I just wanted to bring that to y'all's attention. Until next time, y'all, I'll be out. Peace.